This is Heather Ali. Today I'm gonna talk about what are the major differences between successful and the average people. Most of you have asked me, what do you do? I have multiple businesses. People are running businesses for me. Nowadays I'm an investor. I invest in other people's businesses or I buy them. If you wanna sell your business, you can contact me, you can DM me, you can approach me on Facebook, or you can contact me via email, you contact me via number. So I studied many top commanders. I studied all successful people from spiritual side or from success in real world, like Bill Gates, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, Henry Ford, the guy who built the first car. I found some common attributes or common qualities in these people. So I try to acquire these qualities in myself. Then I realized it's all about the mindset game. You have to train yourself. You have to think differently. So I'm going to talk some different attributes you can have to train yourself. Like there are common attributes, common qualities you can have. The first one is successful people are not afraid to make mistakes. They make a lot of mistakes. Let's say they have decided, I'm gonna build this business, I'm gonna start this task, or I'm gonna start this project, and they're not afraid to make mistakes. Unsuccessful people think, oops, if something went wrong, what will happen? So fear started happening in your mind, like I can't do that. So successful people, they are not afraid to make mistakes. They like, okay, it's okay, I'm gonna start on this task, or I'm gonna do this. I don't care about the failure. If something bad happens, if it will not work, then they will not give up. They will move forward. They will move to the next step until they achieve success in this project. This is how you can do. So I found this is the major difference. Successful people do not afraid to make mistakes. They make a lot of mistakes to achieve them. Because mistakes are temporary. Under the hood, they are lessons for you. In every mistake, in every failure, you learn something new. You learn something new lesson. That's how you think in this way. And the second concept is they don't give up soon. Like, in fact, they don't give up. I have these examples in my life. I had a job in, I think, 2017. I've always wanted to start my own business. I always wanted to be a financial freedom. I always wanted to become financially free. So how did I do that? I made a decision. I'm not going to do my job whole life. I'm not going to make other people rich. I'm going to have my own business. So I was physically saying these words to myself. So I made a decision. Then I had a job, then I started a business, a part-time, I became the self-employed, then I quit my job, then I tried multiple experiments, multiple businesses, then finally I became successful in one. So at the end, the whole concept is I didn't give up. I think it took me 2 to 3 years to be at that level. So in these training sessions, at that time period, I trained myself to think not like an average people. So they don't make mistakes. They are not afraid of failures. They are not afraid of making mistakes. This is related to first concept. And second concept, persistence or don't give up soon. And the third is also related to the second one. When they make a decision, they're gonna do it. So to be honestly, under the hood, success is all about decision. When you make a decision, I'm gonna do this, then you have to do this. There is no backup plan. They don't think like a backup plan. Okay, I'm gonna start this business, I'm gonna start this project, or I'm gonna become that person, I'm gonna do that. They make a decision. After 24 hours or 48 hours, they immediately start putting action on that item. They immediately start taking action on that project. This is how you have to think. They don't give up soon. Like when they made a decision, I'm gonna do this, then you have to do this. There is no backup plan. You don't need to give up. I know you have to overcome the obstacles, you have to overcome the challenges. This is how the successful people face. They are not like Superman or superstars, they are like average people, but they don't think in this way. They don't give up, they preserve, they follow the concept of perseverance. I don't know how to pronounce this. Perseverance, like they use persistence. So you don't need to be afraid of making mistakes. They don't give up soon. When you decide you're going to do this, there is no backup plan. You have to stick. Like, you have to stand alone. The common quality of entrepreneur is they stand alone. No matter what happens, you can study the example of Steve Jobs. You can study the example from the spiritual side. Maula Ali, Maula Hussein. Like, when they say they are going to do that, they did it. They didn't think about obstacles, they didn't think about challenges, but they did it. Like Steve Jobs, I think I studied the example of Steve Jobs. He dropped out the university. I think he built the first company, then he dropped out from that company. He built the company, then someone kicked him from his own company. He was broke. Then he said, I'm not a failure. I'm not going to say myself failure. Then they built the second company again. Then Apple acquired the second company. That was the story. You can Google it or you can search on the YouTube. So I told you 3 concepts. They are not afraid of making mistakes. Second one is don't give up soon. Actually, don't give up. And the third one is decision. Pivoting is also another concept when you decided you're gonna build this project or you're gonna become that person. If something bad happens or you tried multiple experiments on that, if it is not working, you can pivot onto something else. You can pivot onto something new project. That's a pivoting. Listen to this video over and over again. Trust me, your mindset will be changed if you listen to multiple times every day for the next 30 days. This is how I trained myself. So repetition is a key. You will not get this knowledge from your family, friends, from other friends. I'm sharing this knowledge because this knowledge helped me a lot. That's why I started sharing this knowledge to you. If you have any question, you can comment out. I'm also going to set up my own website. You can follow my website for regularly content. I'm going to produce more videos to help you guys.